Hello, everybody. What's up? What's up? Hello. Hello. I'm making bacon and fried egg sandwiches. Hell yes, dude. I'm excited to see how the ETAR turns out tonight. Tempted to get it in group buy. It's pretty. I hope it stays at around $400 too, because it's a really pretty looking keyboard from the renders anyways. It is very, very pretty. My throat's been a little bit choppy. I think it's just because I had some like coffee and it irritated me or something, but we'll see. Hi everyone. GMK Copper is finally shipped. I thought it already shipped. The latest revision of Copper. But yeah, hopefully it's been a good day. It has been very busy for me. Very, very busy. I actually ran a lot of errands today picking up packages. So that was pretty crazy. And then, dude, I was looking, I told you guys I wanted to get the new AirPods because my old ones, the left ear is all crackly. First of all, I ordered the AirPods, right? And it said shipping date September 5th to October 10th or something. Well, I got a notification today saying that the AirPods were going to ship out later than October 10th. Dude, I just Googled to see if the local Apple store had one in stock. They have like 35 in stock. So I just went to the Apple store and canceled my order. So that was crazy. These are interesting though. I don't know if I like them for streaming. The transparency mode is really aggressive. And then also the active noise canceling is really good. So I feel like there's no in between. I don't know if you can tune this. The fit's really good. But yeah, it is like very aggressive for the transparency mode. I hope I can tune them. I've only been using them for like an hour. So you got to use adaptive. Is that a thing I can do on this? Let's see. Dude, my throat's been irritated the last few minutes here. Let's see. What's adaptive do? Oh, that's a little bit more natural, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. I have some JBL earbuds. I can tune the noise canceling and pass through. I'm just going to leave it on... How about off? Well, I guess I can't turn it off. I'm just going to leave it on transparency then right now. Sorry if you guys heard all the things switching, but... Yeah, weird. Actually, damn, I don't know. Do I like adaptive better? Hold on. Sorry, guys. I keep switching things. It's me, not you. Now I like transparency. All right, I'll just leave it like this. You forgot about me, man? Nelly guns, what do you mean? Forgot about you how? You forgot about me? What do you mean? Did I forget something today? Was I supposed to do something? Damn, what's the last guy? Damn, that's what the last guy said to me? Huh? It's not you? Are you breaking up with me? No, dude, never. Never, ever in a million freaking years, dude. But yeah, it's a day today. It's a day. My throat's a little bit off, but Michelin Round 2 having skull-shaped keycaps for the alert row is really cool. Yes. Dude, excited for that, bro. You forgot to say hi? Oh, hi, Nelly. How you doing? Hi, everybody. What's up? Adaptive is nice for tuning out fans and white noise in traffic if you want to still hear voices. Yeah, I don't know. I got to play around with them. It's so different having both earphones or earbuds work. It is so crazy different. So I right away can tell the difference. And I know that it's such a different product, in terms of the noise canceling, but geez, man. Very, very different. I'm typing on Michelin Round 1 at the moment. It's a cute set. Dude, it's really nice. Michelin's a good set, bro. It's a good set. Also, guys, I'm really, really liking the way Olive looks on my desk. I love the way Olive is just on this wood desk here. I think this might be my favorite set right now. Did the lighting or something change? No, everything's the same. I think everything's the same. Yeah, everything's the same. It goes nice with... Dude, it does. I've been loving this. I think it, legitimately, this and Olive Noir might be one of my favorite sets right now. I think the only thing that can really beat it for me right now is maybe Wob. Maybe Wob is nicer. But this is so nice. Do you have a recommendation for silent builds? Heartbeats. Heartbeat linears are still one of my favorite. I actually did get to try a new linear switch recently that I had never tried before. Fuck, what brand was it? Was it TTC? There was a new linear switch I tried recently that I thought were really good. So, you never responded to my Discord DMs emails about my build? I answered I didn't answer my emails yesterday, but did you send it yesterday? Nelly, everything up till yesterday was answered. DMs are a mess because people send spam, so DMs are whatever. But can you bump your email or send it again? Felt like a first date gone bad. Oh my god. Alex didn't answer my DMs. Stands for doesn't message. Okay, you know what, guys? You know what? I have the adaptive sound on my Sony headphones and it kind of sucks. Hopefully the AirPods do a better job. I will say yes, because I used to use adaptive on the other ones. But the transparency is crazy with this, by the way. It's absolutely insane. Also, Miata, how you doing? Thanks for the tier 1.
Miss these streams.
Thank you, dude. I think I'm still in your message requests. Honestly, guys, I don't know. Not the message is important. If you guys do have a message, send me. Honestly, it's better to send me an email. The Discord DMs. My biggest gripe with Discord, as someone who's, I feel like maybe I'm considered a power user. Dude, Discord DMs don't have a good way to organize. Like, they're terrible. For example, if enough people send me DMs, let's just say I click one. Let's just say I click one and then 40 people, and then, like, let's just say I can't get to it right away, but I clicked it and read it. If I try to scroll down and try to find someone who DM'd me, it eventually disappears. And you have to type the name to search up the DMs. So they're not that great. But yeah. Nelly, just send another email. Maybe I clicked it and read it and then just forgot to hit unread, because sometimes I do that. I definitely have done that before. TTCs have great silence, and the new Otemus are fantastic. I haven't tried the new Otemu ones, but I did try, I think it was a TTC switch. I'm pretty positive. But there was another one I tried recently too that I thought was really good for silence. Do you have a GMK mutagen? Yes. Mutagen I do have. I actually took some photos that I've been meaning to post too. If you guys want to see mutagen. Let's see. This is mutagen right here. I haven't tried the wing tree ones. Although I think I do have them. Hello? There we go. Mutagen is looking good. I don't know, I think it looks great. I think it'll look really fun on a keyboard. These look trippy. I think it'll look cool. No, I've been meaning to go to my parents' place to get some white enamel paint. But honestly, it's been like one thing after another and I haven't had time to go. But I can see they're see-through. Like, you can kind of see how like my hand changes the color here? I would assume if I put this, with white paint literally directly on this, it'll reflect differently. And it'll be probably closer to what this looks like. Like, most likely. So, I would assume so. I would. Do you think the new AirPods are worth it? I mean, do you guys want like a quick me using them for about an hour and a half review? I mean, I got them at around 4 o'clock. That's when I put them on. So maybe more than an hour. But I did eat dinner too, so maybe like 2 hours I used them. Quick little 2-hour thing. They sound way different. They also fit way different. These, in my humble opinion, are much more comfortable than the old AirPods. Other thing of note is apparently the new silicone ear tips are also a silicone foam hybrid. I'm not gonna lie, I've never been a big fan of foam like ear tips. They usually get dirty and gunky really fast, but these new ones, here, I'll get them and show you guys. What's up, Bloody Easy? How you doing, man? These new ones, what is this, just the paper? I'm using the ones that it came with because that's what fits my ear best. They are like a hybrid, which I think the foam is embedded in the silicone, So it looks like a better way to do it, right? So it does seem like it's a smarter way to go about this, but they're a hybrid, which I think isolates better. With that being said, the noise cancellation I did test is insane. Like, legitimately insane. The transparency mode's really aggressive. I'm gonna have to see if I can tune this because I feel like the transparency mode is maybe too much for me. The shape is also different too, which I don't have the other ones here with me at the moment to show you guys. The case is also a little bit bigger by like 2 millimeters on both sides. It is what it is there. Like, I'm not hard pressed, but I know some people actually might find that pretty annoying. I don't get ear pressure effect that much with noise canceling. If anything, nothing at all. Like, it vents pretty good. There's also a heartbeat sensor for people who do fitness stuff, which actually might be very useful for me because I do listen to music while I
finally
do
a day off
exercise.
from both jobs. Time to relax and enjoy some
John's,
key time with
go,
Papa
dude.
John's.
I love Papa John's pizza. Hell yes, bro. Thanks so much for the bits, dude. And enjoy some relaxing, dude. But I do think the heartbeat sensor is useful. I also don't love wearing my watch. So that's useful. The one thing, my only small gripe at the moment, well, two small gripes. These are extremely bass heavy. Way more bass heavy than the last pair. It's weird. I do feel like these sound better overall, but if you're not into bass, believe me, these are kind of like aggressive bass-wise. I almost prefer the AirPod 2s for sound. This might be a bit of a hot take, but yeah, I do think it probably is. The ceiling is better because the foam tips, but they are a little bit more aggressive bass-wise. They do sound very good. Like, they're very good sounding headphones. So earbuds, if you end up liking that, you know, you can enjoy that. Probably EQ them a bit too. But yeah, the fitment is definitely nicer. Apparently the battery life's a little bit better too, which is good to hear. The hearing aid mode, I tested. It was good just because I like testing all the features when I get something like this. The heartbeat sensor I haven't actually tried yet because I haven't had the time to do that yet. But yeah, in like my 2 hours, it's good. Like, I like it. I wouldn't complain about it. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh man. I've only watched one review on the earbuds before I even bought them, which was I watched some random review about how they were supposed to sound like 2 times better. I would disagree with that. I don't think they sound 2 times better. I think there's just more bass performance due to the seal because of the foam tips, probably. But yeah, I would say yes. If you need to get new headphones, pick them up. If you're comfortable with your AirPod Pro 1s or 2s, unless you need the ANC, I don't think they're worth to pick up. The only reason I even bought them was because my left earbud was broken because I dropped them like 1,000 times. So that's it, really. The 2 times better was for ANC, if I recall. Yeah, that was on their website, the Apple's website. But the other guy that reviewed them said that they were miles ahead of the old AirPods for sound quality, which, again, I disagree. I don't think they're miles ahead. I think if you like bass performance, you're going to be very happy with this. That's my quick 2-hour review. That's basically all I have. They're nice. I like the way they fit a lot more. They feel more secure in my ear than I would say the last ones. I feel like sometimes with the last AirPods, because the shape is a lot different actually on these fit better, but everyone's ear is different too, so that's also a hard thing to really determine. But yeah, that's really it. We're gonna take a look at the keyboard today. I hope everyone's having a good day today. The keyboard today is formerly this was called something different. Formerly this was a little different. This was the FRL 100 prior. Now this is the ETAR87, which is a beautiful looking keyboard. I've had the opportunity to talk to the designer, which is Bloody Easy. He's been, I would say you can tell that he's been very passionate about this, which makes me really happy too. So it's cool. I'm excited to take a look at this. I think the vendor is going to be Click Clack. I don't know about regional vendors, or I guess they're listed here because this has been updated. Click Clack will be US and international. Taiwan will be TypoWorks. Cafage will be Ocean. Keygem EU. J will be UK. Desk Hero Canada. Oh, nice. We have a Canadian vendor for this. And then we have KTEX, which is Singapore. What else? We have a bunch of different colors, which I'll show you guys the case. I think we have black here today, or maybe we have the brown color, but there's some really pretty colors with this. There's like a dark brown, it looks like, dark blue. I guess that's considered dark gold, not dark brown. Emerald green, purple, and red. Very cool. Alps and MX, which we'll take a look at the PCB afterwards. We'll go through some of the specs afterwards too, but I really like this. This is, Bloody Easy was telling me about this too, that the ETAR in Arabic is basically whatever covers the outside of a thing, similar to a border, reflecting both the keyboard engraving design language and its cultural roots to the designer. The name pays homage to the beauty of Arabic architecture and calligraphy, much like the V1 arch did. If you guys don't know, Arabic actually has really pretty, I want to say typography, but I feel like that's not the right word. Very pretty calligraphy. It's very, very beautiful. So, OBS wants to update. No. Skip this version. Why now? Why is it asking me to update now? But let's take a look at the keyboard, shall we? We'll go through the specs in a bit here. We'll be doing a special run of, this is heavy, of ETAR87 PCBs that support Apple AEK keycaps for Alps. Oh, that's cool. Also, I think it's quite unique. It's a unique shape for this keyboard too. Got my order from Novel Keys in the box, had stains all over it, realized the spring lube top broke off. Oh no. Was it shipped in a box? Ooh. Oh, this is the dark gold one. Beautiful. Dude, you gotta love the F-Rollless. The F-Rollless, whatever you want to call this, basically. F-Rollless full? F-Roll full size, basically. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at this thing. I need this. I haven't even flipped it over yet. I haven't even flipped it over. Phenomenal color. Absolutely great. I have a very soft spot for brown keyboards. So, I'll tell you right now, loving this. I really like the internal weight design here. It's very simple, but it's just minimal and striking to me. I think it's the screws. The screws are really selling me on this. We can see the USB-C daughter board will go right over here. So it's not really a centered USB-C port, which I'm personally not hurt over it. So I think that looks really good. That looks super good, dude. Flip that thing. Oh, I do like this split weight. One problem today, guys, is I don't think we have feet. Long story short, I have no fucking clue what happened to the feet. The feet were supposed to be shipped to me, and there was a lot of feet that were supposed to be shipped to me, but they still haven't arrived. So I don't fucking know. Maybe I'll slap on some other feet. I have standard like bubble feet, but here is, by the way, the weight up close, because I think this is where the beauty of this weight is that small design that goes around. Stunning. Very pretty. Here is the back of the board, so again, that non-centered USB-C, which might be a turn-off to some people, but I mean, it isn't for me. Corners are all very well-rounded, which I really, really like. Hi, Manic, how you doing? And then here is our side profile. Sort of box on wedge-ish, not really. We do have a bit of a taper in or outwards here. Well, I guess it depends on which direction we kind of go from. I do like the seam. I like seams on keyboards. I just think they look pretty. I think it breaks up some of the shape here. But very nice. Very, very nice. Simple to the point. I think it gets the point across. It's a very fun, not so well represented layout, which is cool. Just resent the email. I'll take a look after this, Nelly. Thank you so much, man. Actually, let me just check now to see if I got it, dude. I'm sleepy, you guys. So maybe it's time to sleep, my friend. Watching the stream using the ETAR87 Proto. Did you like yours? Let me just recheck all the mail. Honestly, would like a chocolate bar with brown keycaps. I don't think I have any brown keycaps at the moment. So, all right, I got your email. I will respond after this. Love the copper weight in of the hundo. Makes it look even wider. Yeah, this is really pretty. And then again, price point wise, roughly $400. The weight of the keyboard built should be around 2.3 kilograms. It's a 17.98. We'll just call it 18 millimeter front height. The EFH is 21.5 millimeters. It's a 7.5 degree typing angle. Beautiful. Love it. I think this looks really good. Put Rainbow Six. You think Rainbow Six would look good on this? Honestly, I was thinking we'd just do like something very basic for this. Something very, very basic. Now, they did send us 2 PCBs. I think, if I remember correctly, I think we're just gonna use the solder one today, because I think something was misaligned with this particular PCB for the hot swap. So I think we're just gonna use this guy today. Noir would also be nice on this. Abstract would actually be nice on this too. Actually, you know what? Abstract's a perfect set for this today. I wonder if Osame Mocha would look good on this. I think it's warm enough in real life. Alright, dude, I don't know where I'd put my scissors, so we're just gonna have to like hope and pray I can open this nicely. Our misaligned. Okay, I'll just use the solder one. Not a big deal. Let's see if I can quickly find my scissors. You know, I'll just use these as I don't know where I put my scissors, actually. The transparency mode of the AirPods opening this thing is crazy, dude. Ooh, very red PCB. God damn. Holy smokes, this PCB is red. Cool. My eyes? I know. I love it though. I absolutely love it. Actually, this is a really cool detail on the PCB over here as well. I don't know if it's super easy to see, but very cool detail. Best looking PCBs are red? Absolutely. By the way, Bloody, do you have a final price? Because I'm just kind of going based off of what the IC says here. It was about 400 USD for a 100 Mach. I don't know if it's changed since, but 355? Damn. 355 makes this very desirable for something low quantity, because I'm assuming this is probably still going to be rather low quantity, and this particular layout. I do like that. It's not the most complex keyboard in the world, so don't take it as the most complex thing in the world, but I do think for something a bit more niche, expect to pay a little bit more, because again, low quantities, not as much interest sometimes in FRL stuff. Although you should have interest in FRL stuff. It's really cool. And you can see the Alps compatible PCB as well. Little QC sticker, which I'll just leave on. All right, cool. Good little PCB. Lots of options. Tons of options on this. You guys can see multiple different space bars. I think you can also use 10U, right? Not that I have, and don't start asking, not that I have a 10U space bar or a wire for that. So I think you can use 10U, and then we have ISO, tons of stuff. This PCB's loaded. This PCB is absolutely freaking loaded, dude. 10U, hell yeah. Bottom mount, please. Diego couldn't. Wait, why couldn't Diego? Is it really hard to put on or something? 10U only if you build, otherwise the board cries. God, I don't have anything 10U. I only got that metal keycap. He's missing a piece? Am I missing the piece? I know I was asked to use a certain plate today. What plate? Bloody, what plate did you want me to use again? I know you said aluminum was being used by everyone. How about we use plastic? We use a PC plate. How about that? Which one's PP and which one's PC now? This is the tough part here. I don't know which one's which. Usually there's a distinguisher, one's white and one's clear, but both of these look kind of clear. Judged by the floppiness, I'm assuming this is PP then? The bottom's PC, yes. Okay. I'm assuming this is, because this one here flops, bro. The PP's more flimsy. Yeah, this PP is really flimsy, dude. See how flimsy? Versus this is stiff. This is very flimsy. Flimsy PP stream? Alright, we'll use this then. You know what? Actually, I kind of want to use plastic anyways. Ooh, I do not like this sound. I'm going to do this over here so you guys don't have to listen to this shit. I do not like the sound of that plastic. Menu moments, my brothers. I know. Alright, cool. And what else we got in the box here? Alright, let's see. The aluminum plate was really nice to build with. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm assuming other people can probably look at those. All right, I actually don't know how to build this today, so this is gonna be fun. We have screws, we have some mounting stuff over here. More mounting stuff. I don't know what these are. A daughter board, and what else? And then some other little things here too. It's gonna be a fun one. I'm kind of going in this board blind to see how I can build this, so should be fun. The bottom mount solution is really interesting. Well, we'll take a look. We'll take a look. Now, we're going to be using granite switches today, and I'm going to figure out how I want to build this now. Do you have any preferences, Bloody? Did you want like a split backspace or something, or no southpaw? I don't think this comes with a southpaw option. I think this is literally going to be pretty standard in that sense. It doesn't look like there's going to be one. At least I don't see it. So southpaw would have went hard. It could have been interesting for this, for sure. But that's a whole other layout you need to do. I go all stabilizers. Okay, we'll do everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Low key, do you mind if I do split right shift? Okay, you just said split right. Okay, 5, 6, 7 stabs. Let's do it. Let me go with some stabilizers. We'll use cherry for that. Also, I watched the trailer for the new Mandalorian movie. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm like not sold, bro. I'm like this kind of, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm so excited for this board. I think I'm gonna get it as a workhorse for the office. I think for the office it'd be really fun. Make sure you zoom in just a little bit here. I feel like we're zoomed out too much today. Well, I don't know if I want to do ISO today. I think we'll just stick to standard stuff. So we need, how much did I say? 7? Yeah, 7 makes sense. I wish Baby Yoda was never a thing. Mandalorian would have been a banger Wild West show. I think I'm just, I don't know. I don't have any expectations for the Mandalorian movie being good, because I didn't like, I'll be honest, I did not like the last season of The Mandalorian. So I think this show is starting to really bore me. Hey Alex, man, is it worth to get the copper bottom for the Mode 65? I think it's worth it. Only if you like having a heavier keyboard. Sound-wise, it's going to make it sound a little bit deeper. If you like the keyboard being a little bit deeper, then I think it's well worth going that. But if you don't care for the keyboard being a bit deeper sounding, I would say stick the aluminum bottom and just get a copper like weight insert. But I don't think it's a necessary upgrade. If that makes sense? Is it worth the money? It has to be up your alley sound wise. Grogu's amazing. I like Grogu. Grogu's cute, and I think it'd be a cool character to develop, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. Disney created Baby Yoda and made the story around him so they could sell more toys. Yeah. I just don't see the character being fully fleshed out or developed anytime soon. So, how do I block Annie? When you find out, you let me know. Oh, other good news while we do stabilizers, because it's going to take us a while. Adam and I, crazy that I'm saying that again, Adam and I have settled on what we're going to do for the server, for the Minecraft stuff. I'm hoping, I was going to do it tonight, but honestly, I think after stream today, I have to do some other work. So I don't think I'm going to run and go do it tonight. But yes, it should be still by the end of this week. I'll probably just do it first thing in the morning, to be honest. But we'll see. Maybe I'll do it tonight. So yes, we are going to get that actually done. There will be a Minecraft server hosted for our community owned. Well, I mean, technically, yes. Our community only. Is this like an alternate timeline where you and Adam join forces? You guys ever watch Dragon Ball Z? Where like Trunks and Gohan fuse? Basically, me and Adam, we did one of these, and now we're one. How does Annette feel about being third wheel? He'll have his time in the sun. They do what? They fuse. You're cursed? That's crazy. Dragon Ball Z. Is it not Dragon Ball Z that they fuse? Or is it Super or something? Well, it's Gohan and Trunks. I don't remember the fusion name. Bro, I'm not even there yet. It's DBZ. Okay. Let me say something first of all. I think Dragon Ball Z is it past 20 years now? Or is it like 15 years? I think it's past 20 years, no? Okay, I think it's fair game to talk about the damn show. I think it's fair game. We all had 20 years to watch it. We all had plenty of time. So I think we're good. I'm going to put that out on a limb. I think when something hits 20 years old, we're allowed to talk about it. When a show passes the 20-year mark. I think so. I don't know. I don't know about you guys. I'm just making a little assumption there. I don't know. I don't really know. A little assumption on my end. But yeah, I'm still watching it too. I actually have never watched past Dragon Ball Z. So that's my task I'm kind of doing right now. It's over 30? Wait, when did Dragon Ball Z come out? Like, what was the exact year? Or I guess, when did Dragon Ball Z finish? I want to know the 1989? But why do I think it finished in the middle of the 90s? Holy shit. Okay, to 96. That's what I was thinking. Damn. I didn't know it started in 89 though. That's crazy. Damn. It's like when people get mad for spoiling Darth Vader being Luke's father. To be fair though, my girlfriend didn't know that. we were watching Star Wars and okay. I don't know if I made a good decision, actually. I need your guys' opinion on this. It's already been done, but just let me know if I made a good decision. So basically, we were watching Star Wars, and I asked her, I'm like, do you know anything about Star Wars? And I think she knew, like, some stuff. So we started watching episode... I was like, okay, I'm like, if she only knows some stuff, let's just start with episode 1. Instead of going 4, 5, 6. And I think in my head, I was glad I started with episode 1 because she didn't know Anakin is Darth Vader. So her watching episode 1 and 2 and then 3 was kind of like, whoa, I didn't know this character was Vader. I thought that was cool to see. But some people say I should have had her watch 4, 5, and 6. I'll be honest, though. I think going 1, 2, 3 is kind of cool. I think you got to start with the OG trilogy. Do ya? Did I make a boo-boo? I also love episode 3, so... Nah, you're good. Watching 1 to 3 plus Clone Wars gets you attached to Anakin, which really makes the reveal better, IMO. Bro, that's, in my head, what I was thinking. Have her get the worst movies out of the way? So we're watching 7, 8, and 9 first? Bro, low-key, I like 1, 2, and 3. I think 1, 2, and 3 is actually good. Koala, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. Thank you, thank you. We're just trimming the stems. That's all we're doing. So these are cherry stabilizers. So we're just trimming the stems of the stabs. 3 is good. 1 and 2 are awful, IMO. Okay, I don't even know, man. I think I'm just attached to episode 1. Like, I am super attached to episode 1. I think 2 is a bit slow. But I like episode 1 and I love episode 3. After the last ones, 1, 2, and 3 are masterpieces. Objectively, 2 is a bit slow. I don't really care for 2, but I still watch it because it's still good. What are your thoughts on Jar Jar? Okay, realistically, the reason why I like episode 1 is literally Qui-Gon and Darth Maul. Jar Jar is... I feel like Jar Jar's character, realistically, if I'm not being troll with you guys, like, I do think they could have done a better job with Jar Jar. And I feel like it could have been a cooler character that could have been carried on maybe in the future, but I feel like they made Jar Jar like a bumbling idiot, but also not an idiot. So, prequels is a messy plate with a lot of sauce. Okay, hear me out though, and no one can argue with me on this. Nobody can argue with me. Episode 3 and episode, I would say even 2 and 1, legitimately have the best combat scenes out of any Star Wars. Like legit, no one does it better than the prequels. I don't even think there's an argument to be made that another one's better than that. I think they're legitimately the best. Like, nothing is better than the prequels. Oh, I need these guys now. 3 was a little overkill, but I think that's what made it really cool. You know? That's what made it so cool, was the over-the-top fight scenes. Hoth was better than anything? You think Hoth, like... Really? I thought it was just okay. They would just twirl without contact sometimes. Hear me out, though. Okay, here's my thing with that. I legitimately think that's okay. It's a fantasy movie, and I think this over-the-top showmanship with the lightsabers is 100% totally fine. I think it's kind of like showing off it to your opponent. And I think that's freaking cool. Like, watching 7, 8, and 9 and seeing what they did with those, like, lightsaber fights, awful. I think they stunk. They're terrible. But I don't know. We're all different. Oh, dude, it's legitimately like, yes, it's pointless. But it's so much fun to watch. It's so cool to watch. Let's just get one of these guys here today. Where is it? The Clone Wars shows has my heart. I loved Clone Wars. You know, I only recently watched that. I never watched Clone Wars until like a few months ago. Well, maybe not a few months ago. Maybe about a year ago at this point. I never watched it. I just never had the time or... But you know what's weird? Looping switches, you have lots of time. So sometimes when I have like a lot of switches to do, I just watch shows. They should use more different styles of combat, but writers don't know shit about Star Wars or even the surface of Legends. I think I think there could be a lot of opportunity for things, but my sister has been on a Clone Wars obsession. Good. It's honestly such a good show. I like Bad Batch. Bad Batch was really fun. I loved Bad Batch. I never saw Clone Wars show, but I used to watch Clone Wars movie all the time when I was a kid. Oh, just like over and over again. Have you seen any of the Knights of the Old Republic cinematics? Do you mean like the OG games? If so, with like Kyle Katarn or Kyle... What's his name in the game? Kyle something, right? Or am I thinking of the wrong thing? Is that old... Kyle Katarn, was it? No, I don't remember. No, not Cal. Oh boy, I have to look this up afterwards. Kyle Katarn. Was that Knights of the Old Republic? Was that Kodar? Or am I thinking of a different game series? Hi Frozen, how you doing, man? But he's not canon, right? Like, I think he's... They're on YouTube. Those cinematics are top tier. Watch them if you get a chance. I think I played through them all. Is Kyle Katarn Dark Forces? Oh, dude, you're right. I am thinking Jedi Knight. No, I don't think Kyle Katarn's Dark Forces. I am thinking Jedi Knights. But I played Knights of the Old Republic as well. I loved the old Star Wars games. I have so many memories playing with my brothers. And then... man, if only EA didn't ruin all the new Star Wars stuff. Like the Battlefield games or Battlefront games and stuff like that. Absolutely so sad what those games have become. KOTOR was my favorite Star Wars game. My favorite was, I mean, I've already talked about this. My favorite, hands down, no questions asked, was Republic Commando. Legitimately the best game ever produced for Star Wars. I don't think anything gets even close to how good that game was. In second place, the next best Star Wars game, 100%, Pod Racers. Star Wars Pod Racing, or Pod Racers, whatever it was actually called. Legitimately, absolutely top tier. Loved it. I played the shit out of that. I remember unlocking Sebulba, and it was so good, dude. And then I would say like Jedi Academy, Jedi Knight. I have a lot of fond memories playing those. The movie tie-in game for episode 3 was good. Which one was that again? I feel like I played it. I just don't remember. Never played it when it had a community Republic Commando / Battlefront. Republic Commando. I remember when that came out, dude. I was mind blown. It was so good. I'm scared to play it to this day, but I heard there's a remaster coming out for it or something, and I think when that comes out, I'd play it. I'm just a little scared I'm gonna like think differently of it or something. Dude, the Jedi Academy multiplayer was epic. There were so many mods, right? Wait, no KOTOR? I get it. KOTOR was good, but I think I preferred the other stuff. I remember in KOTOR though, there was a lot of puzzles, I think. If I'm thinking of the right game, if I'm not getting mixed up with Jedi Knight and Academy. But KOTOR had a lot of puzzles, which I loved solving as a kid. Or I guess I don't even know how old I was, but I loved solving those things. They were so cool. Like there's some like math equation ones. I have a specific memory where this sounds really stupid, but I solved a puzzle. It was a math problem in Knights of the Old Republic, and I remember I went to school to show my teacher, and I remember her looking at me and saying, "Where did you even get this math problem?" And I was like, "Star Wars." And I remember her looking at me so puzzled. And I thought it was like, it was pretty crazy math problem, I think. But I remember like researching the answer and looking up textbooks how to figure out this thing. What a great memory. I know, dude. Star Wars taught me math, bro. Isn't that crazy? Good afternoon, everyone. Wow, the color is nice. It's gorgeous, dude. My first Star Wars game was the one where we play as Jango Fett, but it was pirated. Jango Fett. Which one is that one? Jango Fett. Damn, I'm having problems remembering that one. Bounty Hunter. Dude, Bounty Hunter was sick too. That was a good one, actually. That's a good choice. There's so many stabs. Holy shit. Yo, honestly, I totally forgot about that game. That was a good game. Alex knows Ball, my goat. Wait, what happened? Honestly, definitely top 50 games of all time. 50? I want to know what the other 49 are now. Gil, list all 49. I'll read them all. Please. Making French toast? Oh, I'd love some. I want something sweet right now. I've been crazy about something sweet the last few days. Number 50, Bounty Hunter. Damn, okay. What's number 49? Gil, I'm actually serious. Number 49 are all the Skyrim versions? Honestly, that's a good answer. 49's Pod Racer. You know your Star Wars. You're the GOAT. There, thank you, man. Dude, I love Star Wars stuff. Shadows of the Empire on N64 was goated. It was a good one. You know, the only Star Wars games I never really cared for were the I don't remember any of what they were called, but they were the ones where you were in the ships, like the outer space ones. I don't remember what they were called. I never cared for those. I tried to play them, but I was never any good at flying spacecrafts, so I just stopped playing them. But I know some people loved those games. I'm not gonna play BF6. I am so over games like that at the moment. They just don't interest me. What I am playing right now is a little bit of Borderlands, and then what I'm probably gonna go back to is PoE. So after I'm done obsessing over Borderlands, I'm probably gonna do a little bit of PoE. Borderlands 4, though, I will admit, albeit there's problems with the game, they've really captured me and captured the essence of what I think I liked about Borderlands. So, the child merch from Mandalorian is here. Oh, this stuff. Yeah. How much was this stuff? This looks expensive. Jedi Fallen Order, that's a good one too. Fallen Order is really good. Rogue Squadron was so good. I couldn't get into it, man. I'm glad you guys liked it. Whoever did like it, I'm glad, but I sucked at those games. Hades 2 just launched? Oh, the 1.0? I only played the beta, alpha, whatever they called it. Rogue Squadron's number 9? Wait, Gil, what's your number 1, bro? Tell me your number 1. I want to know. Let me know, dude. I just bought PoE. I bought PoE, but haven't had a chance to play since school. I think it's well worth playing PoE. It's a really good game overall. Even the new PoE 2, I'd say I have a handful of hours in it, and I really enjoy it. I started doing endgame content before the latest season, and I liked it. It was fun. Best game ever is Halo 3. So I tried watching the Halo show. God, I didn't even get through one episode. I literally couldn't do it, guys. I quit about 75% into the episode. There's no Halo show. I've heard people say that. Why do you have to bring this up? I'm sorry. I just thought it was a good conversation. Dude, it is so fucking bad, dude. I was so bored watching 75% in. It's so terrible, bro. Why'd you bring that up? I didn't know it was so universally hated, though. I'm very real with you guys. I'm going to be real. I did not know it was so universally hated. Why did my music just... I hate when it does this. There we go. Red vs. Blue is the only Halo show. You know, honestly, true. I loved it. I'm lying. I hope he doesn't take his helmet off in it. I don't even know. Honestly, I didn't even make it that far. But what a fucking terrible show, dude. Absolutely dog shit show. It's a shame that show was made over the District 9 sequel. Stop. I didn't know. Really? They chose to release that steaming pile of crap over a District 9 sequel? That actually kind of low-key pisses me off. That actually, like, damn. I fell in love with The Force Unleashed. It was good. Dude, I played also, you know which ones were pretty good if you kind of like some good story? Believe it or not, the VR games for Star Wars actually had some pretty good scenes in it. They're pretty terrible to actually play, but I think storyline wise, pretty interesting. My brother knows I love Halo and even read the books, so he bought me the Halo Blu-rays for Christmas. He meant well. Oh shit, dude. What was your reaction? That's rough, buddy, says Benji. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Do you agree they did Qui-Gon dirty by the fact that now everyone survives sabers stabs now? That's a loaded question. I think Qui-Gon had to die. As sad as that is, I think he kind of had to for this for the story to be what it is. Unfortunately, even I think even Liam acknowledged it was bullshit. I don't know, man. Listen, I don't want to get into the semantics of that. I think he needed to obviously progress what we know the universe to be now is. Maybe they should have done him a little bit different. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Qui-Gon needed to die for Obi-Wan to be elevated. Yeah, it's kind of like an anime where the main character has his like side character friend die, and then suddenly he power spikes. That's basically what happened to Obi-Wan. If it was an anime episode, he would have spent the episode powering up. Like that was his power up episode. It's the Uncle Ben moment. True. Some could say Obi-Wan is Spider-Man. Some could say. What's up, Jishi? How you doing, man? Maul's return was amazing and handled so well. I liked Maul's return too. This is a stupid question. Are they going to do anything with the live action Maul? Like now that he's kind of been reintroduced, sorta, with that teaser scene at the end of one of the shows. I don't remember what show it was, but there's a show coming out, actually? That will be interesting to see. Because I do like the arc of Darth Maul. Was that Solo? Yeah, it was. I'm thinking Solo. You're right. Damn. Solo was a meh movie to me. I know, Jared, you don't hate it. I know a lot of people here don't hate the movie. But I think it was kind of meh. Like, it fell in this weird spot in between where it was an okay watch. But I don't think I'd ever watch it again. Donald Glover killed it as Lando. I like Donald Glover as an actor, period. The main guy who played Han, I don't remember his actor's name, but he was alright. He was nothing special. It's weird, and as much as I don't think Harrison Ford even wants to touch Han Solo anymore, for whatever convoluted reason, it's hard to picture a different Han Solo. Rogue was the best thing Disney has ever produced. I would disagree and tell you that the best thing Disney's produced is Andor. I actually think Andor was better than Rogue One. I genuinely think so. I loved Andor. It was such a great series. The reason being he's like 80 now, but didn't he also always not like playing Han Solo? Because he mentioned it a few times that he doesn't like it. I don't know if it's like a joke, but he never seems like super interested about his character as Han. Andor was so damn good. Yeah. You know, I also liked that other one that came out, Skeleton Crew or whatever. I thought Skeleton Crew was fun. It was a fun watch. It wasn't a good watch. It was a fun watch. Actually, maybe it was technically a good watch too. I liked it. I think that was one of their finally they had created something that was like a kids show, but didn't have some stupid serious spin on it. It was just a fun kid like adventure story, and I liked it. It was cool. I legitimately think it was also a not bad show at all. It's a shame because no one watched Skeleton Crew because everyone was burned by The Acolyte. Yeah, Acolyte I couldn't finish. I'll be honest with you guys, that show. Okay. I think now we can actually talk about that more because it's kind of, we ended up not liking it. Acolyte had certain things in which I really appreciated. The editing of Acolyte reminded me of episode 1 and the prequels, and it felt good from that sense. The acting was horrendous. Even, I forget her name, the girl who plays Trinity in Matrix, even her character and her presence being there for like 5 minutes was not enough to like make me interested in the show. I would say the majority of the acting was terrible. Some actors and actresses were all right, but I ended up watching more of it and I did not care for it at all. Like, it was pretty fucking terrible acting, even story aside. And I think if the acting was good, it could have carried some of the shitty story. Past that, the universe in Acolyte felt very weird. Acolyte had this thing in which the first few episodes, I don't even know because I stopped watching after the first few, everything was like humanoid. And when I think of Star Wars, I'm not thinking like character with 2 horns or like humanoid character with like a whisker. Like, I'm thinking like, you know, I'm thinking like actual aliens, like actual non-humanoid things. But everything was like humanoid or just like green colored skin on a humanoid character with no props or, you know, anything like that. It just didn't feel good. Like, that kind of felt like low budget. It was weird. It's weird considering the budget it got. So that took me out of the whole universe too. But then yeah, the acting had to be the worst fucking part of it. Next to the script. The script was fucking terrible. Yeah, the actor who played Soul learned English for the role, which is a testament to his dedication. Was that character, or not character, was that actor also Squid Games? He wasn't terrible for it, but I think he wasn't even good enough for carrying the movie or the show. I don't think he could have carried that. I don't think anyone realistically could have, no matter how talented you were. With a, I don't know if that would be considered supporting cast or just other cast members that weren't that into it, you know. All right, this is done. We can start putting PCB stabilizers in. But yeah, pretty much that's kind of what I've chopped it up to. Mochi, what's up, dude? 6 months in advance? Thanks, man. Thank you, dude. How about that Obi-Wan series? Hot take, I actually enjoyed it. I know some people don't care for that Obi-Wan series. I took it as just some background story. It wasn't, like, they had some good scenes in it. In fact, I really liked the interaction between Anakin and Obi-Wan. But like, that could have been a 1 episode short type thing where that could have maybe went viral on its own. The story behind it was all right. I don't think I cared enough to know what Leia did as a kid. I'm gonna be real. I don't think there was any fun in watching that. So, apparently a season 2's in the work. Why? Like, I think a better storyline would have been maybe Princess Leia getting into trouble as like a teenager or something. But her as like a literal little kid, it was kind of boring. Oh, we're doing short shift here. Anything for money? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Can't really argue there, huh? The chase with Leia in the forest was comical. Yeah, like I said, it's just if they want to like do like a show of Princess Leia as a child getting into like mischief, I don't think it was gonna sell no matter what. Like it's just stupid. Or they need to make it a kids show. Literally, they needed to do what they did with Skeleton Crew. Just make it a kids show through and through. Call it what it is. Call it a kids show. Make it lighthearted. Don't try to make it serious or tie it too much into the real like Star Wars. Like well, tie it into the universe, but not super serious. That's why I like Skeleton Crew. It was fun because it was not super serious. It was lighthearted. All right. I wonder if Disney will ever see it from their tower in Hebes that Kathleen Kennedy is not having the best performance of Seed. Well, I think they're starting to realize. Given what we know about Leia, people might complain at the teenage storyline being as too political. Yeah, I mean, honestly, maybe just don't portray her in a show. Like, maybe that's just like, maybe there's gonna be nothing of interest. Not to say the character's bad, but maybe there's just not gonna be much interest, Who knows, though? Who knows? I don't have the answers. But yeah, I will say though, if they end up making some more Ahsoka series, I'll be into that. That I'll actually watch. I like the Ahsoka. I think that was fun. First time catching the stream, been watching you on YouTube. What's up, Tan? How you doing? Today's a very cool day because we're building such a unique keyboard. But I'm going to test stabilizer before I do anything today. Oh, by the way, I got the backgrounds working on that keyboard I did yesterday. But it was kind of a pain in the ass. Also, Tan, I know I just said hi to you, but welcome in again, man. Keyboard question, do you know of any boards out there selling a raw machine look currently? There might be some more of the Boomerang, maybe. Maybe Boomerang? Potentially? We're not using this keycap set, I'm just taking it out to test things. This and this would be awful together. To be honest, I was excited to see outside characters like Cal Kestis and Ezra Bridge come into the canon Star Wars movie. I'm not so keen for that to happen now. But didn't Ezra already get introduced? Or I mean, I thought I remember him in the end there. Seems like YouTube videos are working well for you. The volume of posts is impressive. I admire that. Thanks, man. Also, 3D, I think I got your stuff in literally today. I got so many packages in today. I think there was like a bit of a backlog with stuff. Doesn't the latest F18X have a raw machine option? Is it available though? We're looking good for everything here. Perfect. All right. Let's start to put some switches in, then we can solder it all up together. Oh, the Athena. Oh, also the Tofu TKL. That's another one you can pick up in raw too. That I almost forgot about that. Literally another one you can pick up. Did you watch? Or sorry, do you like the F1 or F2 more? I think I like the F1 a smidge bit more. Just a smidge. Ever so slightly. So this doesn't have a key here. You know what you think? Yeah, I'm gonna unbox it probably over the weekend, 3D. And then I want to test it out and see how I feel with it, you know? Maybe snap a few photos. I didn't watch it, but Ezra is deaf in one of those live action shows. Okay. Fuck, I feel like I shouldn't talk about this. Are we talking about Ahsoka today? I feel like we have never talked about it yet. I don't think we have. We've always said it's too fresh and too new. Is it old enough now that we can talk about? Or are we still on the don't spoil it train? If even one person doesn't want to spoil it, I won't talk about it. It hasn't been 20 years, obviously. That's why I'm asking. Imagine it'd be 20 years. That's crazy. I vote yes. It hasn't been 20 years. I mean, that's why I'm asking. I replaced the stabs on my ARC-60 with night stabs, and it made the keyboard sound so much better. Yeah, if you have easy to tune stabs, it will make the keyboard sound better. I do agree with that. It feels like 20 years. With the amount of crap Disney has been putting out, yeah, I agree. It has been feeling like 20 years. Why does this board feel like it has so many stabs? Doesn't a full size only have 3? Your full sizes have 3, Fried. Your versions of them. This here feels like 20 years? Bro, for real, bro. Honestly, with the amount of stuff that's been happening in the world, Speaking of night stabs, is there a noticeable difference between V3 and V4? Now, I was literally thinking about that this morning, man. Lugs, I would personally say, if you're even slightly good at doing stabs, you're not going to notice much of a difference. They both, like, after trying my first set of V4, they're both good, man. I'm sure there are micro differences that matter in the long run with the V4s, but if you have V3s, don't worry about it. I would not stress. What's out of stock right now? Are you talking about the V4s? Yeah, good luck finding any night stabs V4 in stock. They're so difficult to find. I swear they only produce like 4 of them. Oh, the TKL? I think it's pre-order, or I don't know if it's in production right now. Maybe we just missed the pre-order window then. I've heard bad things about the V4. Really? What are the bad things? I didn't have any issues when I used them the other day. I thought they were fine. Sterling, what's up, dude? Thank you so much for the raid, man. What were you guys up to today? Oh, does Omnitype have them right now? But I haven't heard anything bad. I don't know what people have been saying about the V4s, but I haven't heard anything super negative about them. At least, I don't know. Maybe I have heard something negative, but I don't recall. Now that I'm trying to think. A review advising of ticking? Jeez. I have to double check then. Mine sounded fine, and I'm pretty sensitive to that. Cankeys also has V4s? Well, there you guys go. Never mind, I'm wrong. Apparently they're back in stock. That was just one review though. That could have been skill issue, or that could have also been maybe a unfortunate set of stabilizers. Maybe. No, you can't tune them like traditional stabs. That's why if you guys need a small list of how to do things, I have for the most part, a guide on almost every single stab on what I do to them. But for the most part, on any more modern stabilizers, 205 is literally all you need. If you're really talented with the amount of lube you put on, you can try to put a little bit of BDZ, but it requires a very microscopic amount. Someone said they were having issues too, but I built them yesterday and they were great. And I think maybe it might have been either a bad copy or maybe a little bit of too much or too little lube. Green's not recommend using thick grease. I mean, yeah, I'm always going to be on the train of using any of the new stuff that has tight tolerances, just 205. You need to use anything more. But I have tested some of the more modern stuff with BDZ, and you can get away with it, but you have to really know what you're doing. Believe it or not, I'm actually still not the biggest fan of BDZ. It works well for some of the old stuff, but BDZ, the unfortunate thing about that is the moment BDZ gets into any crevice in which you don't want BDZ in, it can technically make things feel a bit sluggish. And it's really tough to clean up. So, not the biggest fan. But yeah, everyone's different. It is too messy. Even if you have like a good way to do it. I know there's the brushes now, like those pre-filled brushes. It's not very good. So sticky white stuff. Pause. What are you using right now? I use the lightest amount of BDZ on a wire and then 205 light on the housing. No issues for me. Yeah, you can definitely do that. BDZ is like concealing toothpaste. Yeah, it's getting there for sure. No, but I actually will be making I wrote an article today about the Air68. I'm going to write an article next week. I've been writing this for the last little bit, but I'm trying to write an article about keyboards that are still in stock that I think are good pickups. A lot of people message me saying, what can I buy right now? And I usually don't have a great answer. So I thought it'd be interesting to write like an article about my favorite pickups that are still in stock. So that's what I'm going to be writing. Should be done in like the next 4 or 5 days, but it's a longer article to write. Alex, you could write an article of all the wonders of my greatness. Honestly, I should write a review on the Fried. Just the shirt that he gave me. Curly hair's looking so good. Okay, can I be honest with you, man? Oops, I dropped something. I can't get straight anymore. I have no fucking clue what happened. Some days it pisses me off a little bit, but I have no clue what happened to my hair. I thought it was like a seasonal thing, but I tried to blow dry it the other day, which is what I normally do, and it still came out this way. So I don't love it though. I'm going to be honest. Like there are certain days it doesn't feel good. And I feel like it's been getting greasier faster, which is weird. Same shampoo, same everything, by the way. So I have no clue. Hair changes texture with age. For me, it was around 40. I don't know why that felt like ain't it calling me old or 1900s for some reason. It's the hair I dream of having. Flat and wiry. Hey, maybe it's a humidity thing. It has been super humid here recently. Not an attack? No, I know, Cyber. I'm just being stupid. Try changing shampoo, conditioner. But I've been using the same stuff for the last little bit. It's been, dude, I'll be honest. I use Protein, bro. Or Protein? Pantene. Pantene Pro V or whatever. That's all I use. I use that and bar soap, bro. All right? That is basically my hair care routine. I used to actually try using better shampoos, but bruh, let me keep things a buck with you guys, dude. Fuck that. Shampoos and conditioners are fucking stupid expensive. I went back to using my 2-in-1s and I feel great. Okay? I don't care about spending $20 on a bottle of shampoo that's gonna last me 2 months. I think expensive shampoo is a scam in general. 2-in-1 that's illegal? Dude, I almost bought a 5-in-1, all right? I almost bought a 5-in-1 because I don't care anymore. I showed you guys too. I took a picture of it. I was about to do it. Where does one get a 5-in-1? Winners. Wait, I'll shower. Be honest, would you brush your teeth with it if you could? If it was 6-in-1 teeth as well, hell yeah. Absolutely hell yes, dude. What are the other two 5-in-1s? Dude, I need to go find this picture, man. I'm gonna do this after we do stream. But it was like shampoo, body wash, conditioner. I think it was technically a beard scrub and something else. If you somehow, I think it's somewhere in Discord. Because I think I messaged you guys, should I? And everyone told me no, but I was really close to buying it, man. Gotta get back to the fam. Have a good one, Sterling. Take care, buddy. I pay $300 to $400 for my hair balayage in color, so I gotta invest in maintaining it. Okay, I don't blame you though, Kyle. Pause my music. There's some photos floating around somewhere. I did my hair like that too. I got a nice hair color done. You kind of do have to spend money on expensive shampoos. Unfortunately, it's one of those things where after you dye your hair, you do need to use some actual proper shit. Because when I had my hair bleached and dyed silver, I used the nice stuff and it was great. But then I remember switching to the not nice stuff, and my hair was shit. So yeah, I get you there. If you're doing things like coloring your hair, you use the nice stuff. If you're not, bro, honestly, we're all a little different. But I'll use the 5-in-1s, dude. You found it? You found the 5-in-1 picture? There it is, bro. Shampoo, conditioner, beard, face, and body wash. All right? That was the one I was about to buy. I was literally about to buy that. Look, all about men. I think my girlfriend didn't want me to buy that either. I think she got mad. I think she said, please don't. I was about to, bro. It was like $15. 5-in-1 is cursed. Hi Alex, just wish you a good day. Dude, thank you, Austin. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing good too. I'm a thick, long hair girly and it's so hard to maintain. Dude, that's one thing people don't tell you about too. Depending on the density of your hair, holy, it becomes a different ballgame. That is one thing people never talk about. I don't know if I have thick hair or not, but I've definitely seen people with thicker hair having to use like other stuff, and dude, it gets crazy. Subathon isn't happening right now. It happens on the 26th. Whenever, unfortunately, I didn't know, and maybe fortunately, Twitch is doing a bonus event, so we postponed the subathon until Twitch does the bonus event, so we can actually hit goals really fast. Damn, so, thank you so much for the 5, bro. You didn't have to do that. You could have waited till the other day if you wanted to. Thank you, man. But we did postpone it until the 26th. Like my barber says it every time, that yours is thick, Elk One. Doesn't matter, man. Wanted to? Thank you, Sword. I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. Thank you so much. I'm going to min-max the spacebar. Yeah, thickness of hair is so different, bro. Thank you again, though. Sword. Thank you, man. I'll probably end up adding all this to the counter, but I'll update the counter with all the new stuff because I have another counter going right now in the background. Because I was thinking that too, but you missed the end key? No, there's okay, who said that? You know what, Baron? You know what, dude? Let's get this done here. Form factor, what the fuck? It's cool, right? So I have a Marble 60 case with PC plate coming and plan on putting some Wild Ice blue caps on it when they start shipping, and have recommendations on switches. I would say, dude, I'm not a fan of inks. I'll tell you right now. Personal preference. I don't know what to actually recommend you there. That particular case might even be really good with something like a long pull switch. So it's a toughie. But yeah, I'm just not personally a big fan of inks. I think inks are just whatever. All right, we can start soldering now. And thank you, man. So nice.
4 more months for the second baby. Don't forget to send the form for child support, please. Okay. Milk, juice, chocolate, pasta, cream cheese, bread.
Cream cheese. That doesn't sound like a necessary purchase. The rest seems necessary. Maybe not juice and chocolate, but seems a little unnecessary there. After watching your stream on Aki's, I saw someone on Conical have the stem break off their Seriki. Well, actually, okay. Some updates with the... Speaking of which, maybe it's a good thing I brought that, or you brought that up. I spoke to Aki's. They said that we were supposed to get... And dude, I tried. I searched the bag it came in for a while. They said there should have been a stem adjuster in there. I don't know. I couldn't find it. It came in a little box. I opened up the box. I could not find any stem adjusters. They said they should ship with them, and you're supposed to use them beforehand. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we got those. So it does look like they've maybe made an adjuster. Maybe. But I don't know what it looks like because I didn't get it. They said other people got it, though. So that's what I was thinking, in it. I was thinking the same thing. But they said they actually made it this time, and I just didn't get it. So Bye, Cyber. Take care. All right. Let's get this over there. Why can't they adjust their own stems? That's what I was thinking. I agree. They did say it was going to get better for the production run, but also one of those things you take with a grain of salt. Where is my hall? Did it fall or something? Where did I put it? Oh my god, why is it over here? Oh my, this color. I want a board in this colorway. It's gorgeous. It is quite nice, huh? I'm just a big sucker for like, they say this is dark gold, but I think this is definitely more of a brown. Very, very pretty. Like, look at this. Look how nice this color is. Is this like blinker fluid for cars? Remember, you guys should be changing your blinker fluid every half mile. Not, I know it's very quick. You got to change it all the time, but you guys got to do it. All right. Solder. What is blinker fluid? If you don't know, I can't tell you, unfortunately. Muffler bearings? That too. Honestly, that's a good one to change up every now and then. You have to use a left-handed socket wrench as well? Good call, good call. Gatekeeper, shake my head. Is what it is. Unfortunately, I can't help you with that. Either you know or you don't know. Such is life, c'est la vie. Alright, soldering nice. I like that. I like that. Nice PCB to solder. Random question. Have you... Random question. Have you or there were once they are did? God damn, brother. We starting this today? I'm just gonna go back to soldering. Downsides of raw finished aluminum boards? They can discolor after a while. But if you take care, I mean, if they're not coated, rather. But if they're clear coated, you should be fine forever. But if they're not clear coated, they could discolor and they tarnish rather quickly. The solder smoke is getting to him? Who, me? Bro, ain't no way I read that wrong. Ain't no way I read that funny, dude. Bro, with these new AirPods, the transparency mode, this fan is so freaking loud. Someone huffed too many fumes. Don't blame me, man. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I got them today. Honestly, I needed to. I was literally, my head was starting to hurt from the other ones. My left ear, it had like a static frequency noise because of how many times I've dropped it. And honestly, it was driving me up the walls. If you guys notice, a lot of the times on stream I would just take out my left earbud. It was because it would be worse certain days. I would, if they weren't damaged, I would absolutely not have changed. Because I think these new ones are good, but they're not upgrade worthy for my opinion at least. Unless you want more active noise cancellation. Do the hearing test? Oh yeah, I saw that thing. I didn't think to do it at all. I move my right one while it's in my ear and it starts to crack for like 25 seconds and back to normal. Yeah, I think the same thing happened to me with the left ear L1. ANC barely works. I'd never even used ANC on my old ones just because the static noise would drive me insane, so But yeah. Oh, did someone ask about a question? Let me see. Did I miss something from Tan? 3 weeks in the hobby, I'm about to desolder my first board. It seems pretty intimidating. Any tips? I don't have any great tips other than just take your time. But depending on how you're desoldering, I don't actually have a lot of great advice to give you if you're using the desolder pump. I actually find those things a bit of a nuisance, but some people are really efficient at using those things. They're a slight bit of a nuisance, though. I don't know why AirPod Pros have that static issue once they reach a certain age. It could be the noise canceling. I'm positive it's because I dropped mine, though. After I dropped it one time, it just never was the same. And it was like a pretty violent drop. They fell on the concrete outside. I was really sad. So, Alex, how do you first get into keyboards? The full story is it's a bit of a weird full story, but the short of it rather is I was really wanting to upgrade my setup, and I had already been into mechanical keyboards, sort of. I did write something about this actually really recently, yes. It's on my website if you want to read the full story. But I basically wanted to get into keyboards. I had already been into it a little bit, but my first custom was a Tofu, and I kind of just fell in love almost immediately. So, will I read it good timing? Yeah, it's not a long story, the article, but it's kind of maybe a sappy one, maybe a bit cliche, maybe a bit boring. Solder works good too. I haven't actually used soldering very much though. Alex, can you read the article to me? I don't know how to read. Oh, I can do a story time one day for you. You want me to like call you up personally, or just do it over stream? Maybe I'll read it to you before you go to bed. Personally, please? Damn, okay. I'm also learning how to read right now. Bro, I'm still learning. As you guys can see when I struggle with chat. As you guys can see. There's a lot of switches I need to solder. I got into the hobby because I wanted to upgrade quality of life during work. And upgrading the daily life stuff feels great. Hell yeah. What about all of you guys? I think that's a good reason to get into anything. If you just want to upgrade the quality of what you have. What was everyone's reasoning? My mom said chapter books were too dangerous. Honestly, they are dangerous, bro. They are dangerous. They are super dangerous. I don't even know how to use the chapters. Like, what happens when you get past the first one? Do you have to restart? I got into mech keyboards because full-size boards interfered with my mouse hand too much. You know what? Pretty fair, valid reason to get into anything. The old one was too big. I wanted a more compact one. I got into the hobby when I was looking for mice and found out about custom keyboards. Elquan's always been about those mice, bro. He's been real since day one. You can never escape the mouse game. My best friend built me a custom keyboard. I wanted to be able to share his enthusiasm. Now I'm the one with multiple boards. Does your best friend do it still?
Alexotos love.
Crown, thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Oh, he is the lone one he built years ago. Okay, sorry. It disappeared on my screen now as I was reading it. I got into it because I noticed cool looking keyboards and setups on Setup Wars on YouTube. Started down the rabbit hole. Has anyone on those series ever had like crazy customs? I see that type of content like everywhere on YouTube. The setup content, where they take user submitted photos then monetize them all. I'm a writer, so I just enjoy typing. Honestly, fucking fair, dude. Fucking fair. You know what? I bet it's amazing doing that. Just being a writer and having like an amazing device. I feel like Setup Wars is the OG. I don't know who is the OG for Setup Wars. It's either Random Frank P or the Setup Wars guy, but I really don't know who is first. Honestly, I also found the other people to be most compelling reason. I've never met a keyboard lover who isn't just nice to talk to. Honestly, very valid. Extremely, extremely, extremely valid. Community is a huge part of what makes the keyboard community so cool too. That'd be one part I'd hate to lose ever in this community, is the community aspect. Started with an ABKO, but ended up with a rainbow fish on the desk. Are you talking about a polycarp kohaku? With all the lights on? All the RGB going? My wallet went downhill after seeing the Fiel with Holy Pandas. I am so sorry for your wallet, bro. That frickin' Teja guy. Getting a lot of people into the hobby. That frickin' guy. I think you forgot about 31 switches. You know, I could have. Maybe, perhaps. I'm still soldering those, so maybe we'll add those in. For my very first custom keyboard, I watched your tutorial video on how to mod the stabs. Great stuff. Thanks, man. That's still crazy people watch my stuff, man. I still am in disbelief. I just kind of stream, and I kind of hope people show up to stream and enjoy the hobby with me. And that's pretty much what I think I am as a content creator. I don't really take it in that actually people use my stuff and learn from it. So I watched Teja's because he was first on YouTube. Was Teja first to do keyboards, or was Tay Keyboards prior to him? I feel like Tay, or Tay Keyboards was before Teja. I don't know why I think so. I feel like I've watched Tay stuff first. I watched Teja because he built a keyboard for Moon. Oh yes, I remember that. I knew the name Alex before Teja? Damn. That's crazy. Teja OG though, he's like the grandfather. Sounds like you might have imposter syndrome. You're the real deal. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that one. I just like keyboards and talking to people. Teja typed. He's old. He was like born in 1900s. Moon used to be one of my favorite Overwatch streamers. I never actually watched Moon. I just remember watching that one stream. The article you wrote is beautiful, Alex. I don't think it's sappy at all. Thank you. I appreciate that, Infallible. Thank you very much. Kind of just my little story. But it's true. That's how I got to know about the hobby through Teja when he built a custom key for MKBHD. Oh yeah, I remember that too. That was was that the Bauer he built for him? I know there was a few people that have built keyboards for MKBHD. Why is the key flipping the bird? Oh, here? So it doesn't like us. Well, Wildcat he's in the military, right? He's doing his service at the moment. I do like Wildcat stuff. I miss Wildcat. I don't know who else is doing keyboard stuff religiously on YouTube right now. I know we have Scooped, who's made a really nice presence for themselves. I don't know if Clackbait's still doing stuff regularly. I know Bad Seed is kind of retired from keyboards. I don't think Simon does YouTube first, though. I feel like Simon's more like a streamer. Debo does some great stuff. I don't know, does Debo really review things, though? I feel like Debo stuff is more like artsy and like the build of the keyboard. I don't know if it's truly like a review. I mean, Hippio still counts. I think Hippio's been taking a bit of a break, though, hasn't he? I haven't seen as many uploads from him. Shoobs posted in the Topper Chord about the Lily like a week ago. Damn, we're gonna see more Shoobs stuff? If so, that's craziness. Did you do the Yen KBD recently? Yen KBD doesn't ring a bell. I don't know if Near Lucid's still doing stuff. I feel like he's not. Mech Merlin, I think, is still active. Marcia's still doing stuff on the YouTube side of things. Diego's still doing stuff. Patty's still doing stuff. Past that, oh, the Key 65. Yes, I did that. I posted a YouTube video on it. I think that's soon. It releases on Unikeys. No, 99 retired. Frank is still active, I think, but I think Frank's active only sometimes. Are we doing a community-backed ongoing group buy/project list? I am working on a lot of things. That's on my to-do list, is create some sort of like project list forum thing. Okay, to talk about that a little bit, yes is the answer. It's on my list. I'm also trying to create a forum so we can have discussions, but I also feel like the forum, the more I think about it, the more I think it's going to be pointless. Like a public forum on the internet, because we have Discord, and I feel like it doesn't matter. And I feel like it's going to turn into like an advertising platform. So I feel like that's on the back burner at the moment. But I do feel like a group by calendar, which is what I actually have dubbed it, is something I want to do. The problem, and this is kind of where I've fallen victim to now, I don't know if I have the mental capacity, truly, to do it. I can make it, and I can host it, and I can monitor it. But I think to keep it active, believe it or not, will take a lot out of me and create a lot of extra work. So I'm going to figure out how to do that. I would love to have, like, yeah, everyone can do it, but it's one of those things where it's like I feel bad because I would want to obviously like compensate someone for helping me out with that, but I just don't know how to do that. So Adam, I can take up that. Dude, if you want to help Adam, I am totally down. If someone does want to help, but I think I need to sit down one day and just like finalize making it then. But the server, I should be able to get it up and running either tonight or tomorrow, and then Adam and I are going to go through mods and stuff and make our final decision of what we're doing there. Yes, literally very soon. It is very, very soon to being made. If you want, I can help edit any writing you want to do. I can't catch streams on a super regular basis. You know, writing is actually one of the few therapeutic things I like doing kind of solo, but I appreciate that, man. Sorry, that's very kind of you, dude. I actually did have a few people at one point helping me edit things before I got a little bit kind of like into the flow of it myself. But I feel like sometimes I still mess up on my writing. like all shrimp postured over right now. Alright, we're done. Fucking shut this thing off finally. Let me go wash my hands. Use a notepad or an e-writer? No, I mean, I use this to write physical notes in, but when I do writing, I just use Google Docs. There's another app I want to buy for the computer. I think it's called like IO Writer or something, but I don't know. It's also like 50, 60 bucks, and I just don't feel like dropping 60 bucks. I just don't. Why not just use Pages? I believe it or not, I actually prefer Google Docs. It's the only Google program I actually prefer. Believe it or not. I feel like ChatGPT has taken away a lot of people's writing voices, but yours sounds like you. Yeah, I get told, okay, I think I've been told by writing people that I shouldn't make it sound like myself. But I feel like there's like, from what I've been told by writing people, is there's supposed to be like a writing voice you're supposed to adopt as well. I don't know. I think it's bullshit as well. But friends I have who are like publishers and stuff like that. But I think writing in my tone of voice feels better. So when I write, like even the article I wrote today, I actually didn't do it as much in my voice today, but I did some of it, and I feel like that suits my character more. I don't know. I feel like it's better. Literature in Latte? Let's see this. I like... Oh, yes. Dude, I saw this Scrivener app, too. Yeah, I need to... Maybe I will invest in one of these things. All right. Here is... Actually, this looks really pretty with the PP plate. Very nice. Very nice. Now we can open up this beautiful keyboard. We don't have feet for it again. I might just stick on some bubble feet for the time being, but let's open this beautiful, beautiful keyboard up. Not an editor or magazine, anything I like. Dude, thank you. I appreciate that sort. Thank you, man. Is it this bit or is it the one up? Discord DMs? Got you, Adam. Let me check. Yeah, Adam, let's do that. Bod spam? Freaking Adam guy spamming me, dude. Also, I will say, I do like exposed screws on a keyboard. There are certain keyboards where maybe the detailing prevents it from having it, but I will always appreciate just classic exposed screws. Small little detail that I'm seeing now that I forgot to mention is the screws aren't symmetrical, but I really don't personally care. It's a longer board. I think it's fine for how probably it's laid out. I don't hate hidden screws. You know what's crazy? After building the Manta with Bull, I understand why keyboards maybe require them. But anytime you can avoid them, I'd prefer to avoid them. So it's due to the bottom mount positioning. I figured as much. I hate hidden screws. Yeah, typically, I don't like them either. It's weird because my first ever keyboard I designed with Bull has hidden screws, but it's a necessary evil in the particular design. And like I said, after doing that particular thing with Bull, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I get it. I get it now. Are we bothering with top mount at all? Are we just going to jump right into bottom mount? Should we start with top mount? Bottom mount, please? I kind of want to hear top first. I mean, I feel like top mount's really easy to do. So why not just start it and then I can unscrew some screws and then, yeah, like why not both, right? I guess, you know what? Let me do this first. Let's do the daughter board first here. Yeah, we'll just start with top mount. It's cool that you went through that experience. Must have taken understanding to a deeper level. For what 3D? Sorry? Are these the screws for this too? Oh, Manta? Yeah, it really did. It really did. It really made me kind of like go, oh, yes, this makes a lot more sense why a designer would pick something like this. Dremel the whole build in half. Wait, why? I have a quick question for the chat or any coffee drinkers. Anyone ever use those Nespresso machines? Dude. Okay. Funny story about that as I assemble this. Recently, yes, I actually tried one of those coffee Nespressos. I think they're really tasty, but I think the cost per pod is not worth it. It's not worth it. Also, it kind of like what Evo said, it's also like a lot of single-use stuff. It doesn't make sense when you're spending, I think it ends up costing like $1.50 per pod. It's not worth it. It is tasty though. I will admit, if it wasn't $1.50 per pod, I would 100% use it on the daily. So, but it's not worth it for what it is. I still think I can get better, like good enough coffee from doing the pour over, and it tastes really good too. The pour over coffee definitely tastes a lot cleaner than the Nespresso stuff, but I have to admit, dude, there are some sick flavors for that stuff. The Nespresso, there's like a maple flavor. I know, maple. So good, dude. So good. But yeah, I don't think it's worth it for $1.50 a pod. I can buy a whole bag of beans for $20 and it lasts me. It'll make each cup of coffee like 50 cents. It makes no sense. It adds up quick too, you know? Wait, I still need this. Am I just using these for the top mount, I assume? These screws? Good morning. How you doing, Mozarts? After working at Starbucks for 7 years, in my opinion, French press is nicer for me. That's my next thing. I agree with you though. French press, I've had once or twice. Made it myself. It's really good, but I don't own the machine. I don't own like a French press thingy. I just think pour overs are just really simple for me to do in the morning. You pour it over, you kind of say fuck it, and then you go from there. By the way, I have to say, too bloody easy. The mounting points for top mount, excellent for this board. For the ETAR, very excellent mounting points. We have nothing under the space bar for top mount. Even for bottom mount, it looks like we have nothing under the space bar. So very, very, very nice. Very excellent. If you got patience, just make cold brew. I've never tried to do cold brew. I've made coffee, then put it in the fridge, but I've never done it the proper way. Alex, your mods are fighting. Who? Avo and Adam? It's okay. Let them fight. Adam's saying Vietnamese coffee is fake. Wait, how is it? Actually, I need to know now too. How is it fake? Can we ban both Avo and Adam? He's saying a fin is made up. Do you mean, when you say fin, do you mean the... Sorry, do you mean the thing to make it... I haven't heard the word fin before. I don't know what the hell you guys... Honestly, I have no fucking clue what you guys are talking about. It's the coffee brewer, right? I have a Vietnamese coffee brewer. It's kind of a pain in the ass to make, but it's so fucking good. It's so good, dude. Super good. But yeah, a bit of a pain in the ass. I love it. If I could make that on the daily, it does give you a hell of a kick though. It makes you wired. Like that shit there is literally like an energy drink to me. It is a kick. Also, it is kind of heavy. It is kind of heavy to drink though. And you only get a little bit, which kind of sucks. If I had a lot, that'd be great. But yeah, it's kind of a kick. condensed milk is not something I like having on the daily. How do you make Vietnamese coffee? You have a particular brewer that basically drips really slow, and you have to use, oh shoot, I don't remember the beans you have to use. I literally have them upstairs, but it's a particular bean, particular grind, and you then mix it with condensed milk at the end. So it's Robusta, yes, Robusta beans. They're extremely dark. Very good. It's a very good brew. Love it. But it does take a little while to make, and honestly, I hate sitting around making it. Honestly, we haven't made it in forever. We have it, but we just also don't have like the time to make it. We've been getting instant, or like this pre-done Vietnamese coffee that honestly we haven't even drank, but it's super good though. I personally, if we ever go out somewhere, if we go to a Vietnamese restaurant, you better believe I'm ordering one, even if it's dinner. But I'm like 90% positive condensed milk is not super great for you, so probably a little high in calories. Are there any good 65% boards available? Like at the moment, I'm actually not too sure. 65s. To be honest, I suck with answering some of those things. Yeah, maybe like the Neo. I think it's a byproduct of being exposed to too many keyboards on the daily that I forget what's in stock. Would you be able to grab Cat Midas to show it really quick? I'm about to buy it. I want to get a better idea of the gold. Ooh, I have to find it. If you give me a few, perhaps I will go find it, but I just kind of want to build this board first. I know I've done a stream with it before. I think I used it on the... Oh shoot, what did I use it on? I don't remember now. Use it on something. I've been on Pour Over. Hi, Clackbait. Pour Over's good, man. I like Pour Over. My mom used to give us bananas and strawberries with condensed milk juice as kids. It's so yummy. Condensed milk is so good, but I think it's pretty calorie heavy, so... Can take care, buddy. You have a good night, or a good heading to work. Have a good day at work. Thanks for showing up, bro. This one goes here. You have to work with what you have, though. Use what feels right to you. You have to put it on the scale and decide between condensed milk or uranium. What? Guys, I don't know if Ant's making coffee right. I think Annette might be making coffee incorrectly. Has anyone checked up on Annette recently? Is bro glowing because of all the uranium he might be ingesting? Now he's on to something? Am I using the wrong stuff? Bro looking like a PC Glock. Are you... Damn. That's some strong coffee. That's crazy. Bro, I realized how bad I was at Pour Over after I got it. Honestly, Pour Over... Okay, I feel like if Tim, for example, saw how I do Pour Over, he'd be like cursing and swearing at me. But I've gotten to a point now where like after using it, literally, I use it every single day. Where I kind of have like a motion that I do and it tastes really good. So I'm pretty sure I don't do it 100% right. All right, unfortunately, I will have to find some bubble feet. Now to go find bubble feet, though I have no idea where I even have them. Let's see. I might have to go into my stash of bubble feet, but I thought I had like 4 sitting here. Maybe not. Also, what keycap set are we using, guys? What keycap set do we want to use today? Yeah, dude, bloody, I literally went again today, like literally 2 or 3 hours before stream to make sure they weren't just sitting at the postal office, but I guess they just never showed up. I have no clue why they didn't show up. I don't even know if we got did we get proper tracking in the end? I feel like we didn't. I feel like we just kind of like didn't get the tracking. Alex, yes in it. Classicer, sloth, or beige? I feel like, yeah, that's what everyone's gonna tell me. Trust concrete? Concrete might be a good one for this too. What brand of USB are you using in your videos? It's just one from Ordinary Labs. Alright, let me go find some keycaps and some bubble feet. Let's see, I have some bubble feet we can use. Yeah, but I am kind of running out. I've been using these too often these days because too many keywords I've been forgetting feet. They're not exactly, they're thin, but they're not exactly like the bubble feet that we know and love, but they're still good. We could use these. Check DMs? Let me check. Let me, I got this tracking. Let me, is this UPS or something? Kind of curious now where these feet ended up. 17 track. This is pretty good for just detecting. I think this is USPS. Maybe it is UPS. I don't know actually. I DM'd you too? Give me one moment. I don't think this is UPS. I don't know. It's not pulling up anywhere. Let me just go to like Canada Post. I don't think I have tiramisu. I DM'd you too. Oh my god, everyone's DMing me. Delivered. Hold on a second. Yo, honestly, bro, I think this got delivered. The item is being returned to sender. Oh, it got returned to sender. It was returned to send. Dude. Okay, this is not doxing me because I have no idea where this. It got sent to Richmond Hill. I don't live in Richmond Hill, so I have no clue how this got shipped anywhere. I have no clue who this got shipped to. Absolutely no clue. This probably got lost on their part. It says return to sender though. So, giggle. Yeah, I don't know who this went out to. He has Keeb money, but not Richmond Hill Keeb money. Yeah, Richmond Hill's like, if you guys need to know, that's like some pretty wealthy people live in Richmond. I don't live in Richmond Hill, bro. I live in like, outskirts Toronto, bro. So I don't know. That's unfortunate there. Crossing Richmond Hill off the list of neighborhoods to look Alex. Okay. Let's go find some keycaps. I think Classicer is a fun choice, although I'm missing an E for Classicer. We could also just do a beige set today. Let's see. Could do Retro Zuyan. Retro Zuyan's always fun. Oh, it's on something. I don't feel like it's so much fun anymore. I don't feel like yoink it off another keyboard for this. We did Retro last week. Okay, what do you guys want to do? Classicer? Beige? Check and its DM? Bro. Actually, okay. Oh, don't. Oh, don't. I already looked. It's fine. Do you guys, okay, can we run a poll? Do we want concrete or Classicer? I don't think Cat Midas looks super good. Plus, I want to use GMK. Concrete or Classicer or Abstract. Actually, let's do all three. Abstract might look sick on this too. It might actually hit on this. So we could do, I feel like we just used Sloth the other day, didn't we? That's another set I feel like we just used. Here, let me run a poll. Poll, keycaps, Sloth, Concrete, Class. Let's put Classicer as class. And then, what else did I say? Sloth, Concrete, Classicer, or Abstract. Poll is started. Go ahead and vote, guys. Also, you don't mind that I put these feet on? We can always rip them off afterwards. More for Bloody here because it's his keyboard. They're just thin little circle feet. Go ahead. Perfect. Not the correct feet, but honestly, they don't look that bad on this. Abstract is a... Oh, damn, everyone wants Abstract. Honestly, Abstract might look fire on this. I'm actually furious that you did that. Sorry. Adam's going to take it out on me at the meetup. He's going to hate me at the meetup, bro. That's it. Alright, well, I guess I'm just going to go get Abstract then. Seems like that's the winner already. Alright. Abstract. And then I think it's on my middle keyboard. On core. Is indeed. Abstract it is. I actually would love to see Abstract on a brown keyboard. Yeah, this is kind of nice on the brown actually. I can already tell you this is gonna look good on this. It's a fun choice because I legitimately didn't... I've only tried this on gray so far. What board is that? That's the Encore Series 3. With also granites, funny enough. Too pink for my taste? Pink? What's pink? The keycap set? I don't think this... It's definitely warm. Would you say the board is more of a brown or mocha or champagne? It's definitely more of just a standard brown. Yeah, you know what? I can see what you guys mean. It's definitely more flesh toned. Maybe a smidge of pink in there, but I like it. I don't know if it's just me, your audio's out of sync. Oh, guys, is my audio out of sync? Are we not syncing right now? It's you, you're muted. Oh. It's a really great set either way. Yeah, I really enjoy this set. I think this set looks freaking great, dude. Legitimately a fantastic set. Need to tune the spacebar, but it's fine. You know what? This look really good on this board, though. Hell yeah. This is looking fire. I can't wait for you to pull out NK Sand. Bro, I don't even know where that set is. Be real with you? That is in my PBT. Hey, listen, not a shot at people who love PBT, okay? So first of all, I need to clarify. Second of all, don't quote me because I do enjoy those sets. I just don't know where I put most of my PBT. Like, I know where it is, but bro, to sort through those, I am just not into PBT to the point where I've just stopped like looking at them. You should get 1984. I feel like I have 1984. I have CRP on lock. I know where that is. I don't know where I put most of my PBT. Yeah, honestly. If you guys tell me to go find a set right now for PBT, it'd take me all night. Oh, it's hot swap. Forgot about that. Can we see Cat Midas before I hit checkout? Give me a few minutes for that. Let me just finish the build first, Nutties, and I'll go grab it for you, friend. Let me just do this first, and then we can go do that. Osame straight up sounds to me like buns. It's personal preference. I don't mind the Osame stuff, like visually, but it's like it's like most PBT. It sounds like PBT. Like it's alright, you know? It's not really my thing per se. I feel like there's a bunch of stuff that I feel the same way about them. Some PBT sets are beautiful. They're just PBT, and I'm not a big fan of the sound profile. Personal preference. Not been so long since I tuned in. Hello, how you doing, man? Been on a break from the hobby because of life and commitments. Hopefully I'll be back soon and chill here more. Dude, I hope the life and commitments, more importantly, haven't been that pressing, and I feel like it's a necessary thing to tell you. It's good to take breaks once in a blue moon. We all learn the hard way. But I hope things have been like calm at the very least. Calm is the only thing I can really ever wish for any of us. You forgot some keycaps. Did I? Where? The ice over this is really pretty. Look at that. That's pretty. Alex, you forgot the F-row. Dude, I forgot how insane this base kit is. God damn. Honestly, sometimes looking at this confuses the fuck out of me, but I love it. All right. Numpad. My first time using the numpad of this. Alex, what number abstract are you? What do you mean? What does that even mean? I love the design, so I could be convinced to use my first ever GM. Oh, you don't have a GMK set? Dude, honestly, abstract's like sick first one. Absolutely insane first one. You know, I really like this on this board. This looks really nice. Beautiful set for a beautiful board. Oh, each abstract board pack is numbered? Oh, I'm probably XX. Mike doesn't give us the numbered ones because you guys get the numbered ones. All the stuff I have ever is just XXX. It's sample stuff, that's it. It says 250 right there. You're number 2? Damn. Oh, I put Paige down. You know what? Thanks, Annette. It's a good guy. Good guy, dude. Yeah, just XXX is all I forget. I think the only numbered set I have is probably... Oh, there's one numbered set that I have because I asked for it way afterwards. All right, that looks insanely good. What do you guys think? Nice combo, right? Dude. This looks great on this. It's a nice warmth for the keyboard. It really brings out the best of all the colors here. Dude, I really like this. Sloth would look good. I think Sloth is a classic choice for this, even classicer, but something just a little bit more like off the beaten path, I suppose, would be like, dude, I think this looks fantastic on this. Hell yeah. Let me just tune the spacebar here. Where's the end key? It had to go home for Christmas. It won't be back for a while. It's got a nice resonance. Well, we're about to find out what this sounds like now. Spacebar's really nice already. A little bit of resonance, which is fun for a top mount. And we have another mount we're going to try after this too. Ooh, the spacebar is hitting. Dude, the spacebar is hitting. A little bit of resonance. Well, actually, I would say pretty moderate resonance with this. You have to really like the resonance in the top mount here. I bet if you force broke some of this, that resonance would just disappear. It does sound like some vibration from the case transferring over to the plate. I don't think it's end sound. I don't think it's a distasteful resonance. I actually think it kind of lends to the top mount in a very tasteful way. Like I would be honest and tell you guys if this sounded hollow or crap. I don't think this sounds hollow or crap. It's a fun resonance. Again, if you force broke this with some stickers or some masking tape, you'd probably all disappear. The fact that you can get this resonance though and this spacebar, super fun and tasteful. You think it's the weight? I'm not too sure what needs to be force broken. Obviously, we haven't really experimented too much, but I don't even know if it's like, I probably wouldn't. Like personally, I kind of like the way this combination sounds. This spacebar is perfect though. Absolutely immaculate top mount spacebar. Immaculate. I love the way this spacebar, it kind of like shapes the whole keyboard in my opinion. It's really nice. Might need some granites. They're grid switches. Now, we're going to do bottom mount. Now we're going to do a little bit of bottom mount here. Huh. Very, very nice. I like this. Ankylos is crazy. It do be happening sometimes. I know we have the wrong feed on this. I know. Yeah, the spacebar is immaculate on this for top mount. Long boy. Yep. All right, so next up, bottom mount. I need to figure out how the bottom mount works. I feel like there's a few ways to go about making it. I have a feeling on how to install it. But I don't know if Bloody has any like preferred combination I do here. Just turn the screws upside down. Oh. I want a single key keyboard with just the spacebar sound. Honestly, kind of difficult to get. Dude, Adam has all the solutions. Legitimately, he could solve all the problems in the world. He has that many solutions. Alright, so top mount done. I liked it. Definitely a little bit more metallic-y, resonance heavy. I think it seems like a lot of people prefer that though. A little bit different in a world full of kind of the same-ish, cleaner sounds we've been getting. But now we get to try a different mounting style, which apparently is a little bit nicer according to some people that have already tried this board. Will Manta round 2 have a 10U spacebar? Manta round 3 will have a 17U spacebar. It'll be the first of its kind, custom made. Bull has been asking to make a really long spacebar, so 17U. Promise? Oh, round 3 will have 17U. Round 4 will have 25U. So the Manta will grow. Bye, Jedi. Take care, dude. Okay, so we have a few different mounts for the bottom here. Bloody, do you have a preferred one that you'd recommend using? And will all these come in the final unit here? It seems like we have some aluminum ones, some FR4 ones, and I guess some plastic ones? Which ones do you guys want to see? I'm only going to do one of these because I don't want to make this stream 4 hours. But let's see. Let's run a poll. /poll. We can do bottom mounts. So Alu, PC, or FR4. Oh, poll's already active. Alu, PC, or FR4. I'll let you guys pick for this one. Follow your heart. Alu along the top, PC along the bottom. We could alternate a little bit, but let's just see. I don't think we need to maybe go crazy. I do think PC will probably sound nice. I don't know if I'd go for aluminum myself. These are pretty crazy aluminum ones, though. I don't know if I'd do it myself here, though. Oop, this bag just broke. And then, Bloody, what's the difference between these? Is it hardnesses or something, or just colors? Is there any difference? They feel both pretty firm. I guess we have to find out. The red feels like it might be softer. One is purple, one is red. Damn, you guys are crazy helpful, dude. Absolutely wild how helpful. Do these just sit, I guess in here, right? And then do these go up or down? Do they just pull upwards? I feel like they pull upwards, right? Although I'm not too sure how these work. I guess we'll find out. O-ring 60% switch choice that isn't MX Black or Obscuras. Get run Milky Yellows. Gotcha there, dude. Gotcha there. Absolutely gotcha there, dude. Okay. How did I know? You didn't say eat Milky Yellows. There. That's what it is. Alright, looks like PC's gonna win. Well, he did say no cherry, so. Are all switches stems interchangeable? Yes and no. It's more, okay, I shouldn't say switch stems. I feel like maybe the answer is more some switches are, what's a better way to word this? Some housings are problematic. Some stems might be problematic. It just really depends on the combination you go. So maybe the easier and safer answer is no, but I would say you probably are safe for the majority. Most likely. Let's move this to the side. Okay, so I'm gonna start installing this. Hopefully I get this right. Hopefully I get this right. Oh, bloody. I'm looking at the address you sent it to. That is not even the right one. I think it autofilled the wrong address. That is not even the right province. Here, I'll forward you the right one that's in the chat. Or I'll just reply to the right one. This one. It's the P.O. Box one. And it's just there you go. Not all switches stems are... I just came back. Oh, does it install this way? I'm assuming. Oh, this way. Pretty sure it's this way. Although, what I probably recommend for these... So, okay, small little thing the other way. Not this way? So nice.
3 whole years. Whoa.
Damn. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, dude. Like this? Hole facing case. Oh, so it's supposed to face like the outward, like this? Oh, I would have assumed it's the other way. Okay, perfect. We cleared that up. "34 months watching." Dude, thank you, DJ. Huzzah. Thanks,
Huzzah.
man. One small little thing I would suggest, if it's possible for this bloody, is if you're going to use countersunk screws, I would also make this countersunk as well. So the screws would sit more flush. As it is right now, there's going to be a small gap above the screw, above these little tabs here. So if the plan is to use countersunk, I would stick with countersunk parts on the plastic as well. I would hate for this to have any sort of like interference issues. I could do that. Yeah, just to make the thing, like everything more flush, I think that would be wise to do. Thank you for the feedback. Anytime. So far, so good though. I have no other real feedback. I like the design overall. Very, very pretty. Should we all make Adam figure out how long we've been following? I think you guys would have to type, no? I don't know if Adam can type for all you guys. Look at the result of the followage command. Oh, wow. It's broken? Honestly, you've been following Alex for Elquan? Hey, Elquan. Thanks, man. Damn. That's how I know Elquan's a good guy. He's been following me for Elquan. I don't understand what's broken about it. How'd it break? How does that even break? What even changed to make that break? I think Adam made it. Oh, did Adam make it break? Did he do that on purpose? Sounds like mod abuse. Sounds like mod abuse. Must have been Anit. I would not put it past being Anit. For real, sounds like mod abuse. Damn. Put Adam in timeout? No, I can't. We have to work on a server later, and I don't want to make him angry. All right, have to head out. Bye, Sort. Take care, buddy. It'll probably be Friday. I think it's... No, is it Friday? Yeah, I think it's the 26th Friday, right? So Friday will be the second part of the subathon. Tomorrow's going to be interesting, too. We do the Hatsune Miku stuff tomorrow. Can't you just click on your name and see? I guess you could, huh? Shame the command doesn't work, though. That's stupid. One small piece of advice I can give you as well that could also reduce some unwanted pinging noises in your keyboard, bloody, is First of all, love that you have alignment tabs. Love these little alignment circles. They could be silicone to help flush out any like weird vibrations that might come from the bottom of the case. Obviously though, that would change the amount of resonance you might get from the keyboard. So I feel like obviously, personal preference. All right, now I gotta figure out how these work. So I think these just, how do these sit? Do these, yeah, how do these work, by the way? Do these just sit like this? I'm confused.
Almost 6 years. My sub is about to be in the first grade Lamau.
Oh, was I supposed to slide these on first? That would make more sense. Oh, you're supposed to insert them first. By the way, thank you, Chozo. God damn, 6 years is wild, dude. That makes more sense that I insert them on first. That's actually pretty cool. I like this design. Interesting. Very cool, actually. I did not help because you said you want to do it blind. You know what? I appreciate though, Bloody, because that gives me a good sense of like difficulty of stuff. Sometimes people correct me, and I'll be real, sometimes I don't like being corrected because I kind of like figuring things out on my own. Not for a pride thing, but I think it's more fun to figure shit out on your own, unless I actually have a question. But I really appreciate figuring things out. Pretty easy to put on though. Chozo, how has life been? Good user research observation to see people build without instruction. Yeah, dude, honestly, some people hate it. I'll be honest, that's usually one of the biggest criticisms I get about my content is I like to do things blind. But I also feel like, to be fair, a lot of keyboards don't have build instructions, and I feel like you get a good sense of how easy something is to build or put together when you kind of just go in blind. So, my fave mod, Chozo. Chozo is the OG moderator. Literal OG Chozo. Fun month with my car accident currently in the body. It's still in the body shop? I mean, that makes sense. It was pretty bad, you said, right? Having some plumbing issues, which thankfully was fully fixed, to my local football club, or I guess footy club, which is that football or is that technically soccer? Which football are we talking about? American football? Playoffs for the first time? I'm assuming American football. The real football? Soccer. Damn, this guy said soccer with an asterisk. That's crazy. Well, I don't know. I gotta ask, man. I gotta ask. I don't know. Everyone says it's different, you know? Everyone's a little different with that kind of stuff. Gotta ask. Will you play football with your feet? Technically, both have feet interactions. I wouldn't say football club if I were referring to... I don't even know what word you just said right there. What does that even mean? You goof? Damn, I got called a goof by Chozo. Handball versus kickball? Yeah, let's call it handball, bro. Sounds kind of weird and sussy, but I'm down. I am down to call it that instead. This is a really interesting bottom mount gasket solution. It doesn't even... Okay, if I'm being real, I don't even know if I'd consider this bottom mount. Can I say that? I feel like this is a weird in a good way, a bit of a hybrid between a gasket infused with like an isolated tab, sort of. Not really isolated in a lot of ways. You're mounting on the bottom, but you're also laying it on top of a piece of silicone, which technically you'd lay stuff on pour-on gaskets. It's the Corsa mount? I suppose a little bit. It's sort of like the Corsa. Alright, and I guess this is now the fun part of aligning all this. I feel like it's a little bit like tadpoles, yeah. Oh, this was like very easy to align. Very nice. Appreciate that. Very nice. So then now, is this going to be a little funky to get in? Put in the case might be a hassle. You might need a toothpick to adjust the tweezers. I know, I can already kind of see that, but I'm just kind of wiggling it into place, and it seems like it's fine. All right, I think we're good. I think we're good. Let me screw it in. Let's see. Too much effort to unban you? What's going on? Who's getting banned? Why does it look like... Damn. Adam timed Elk1 out. Damn. I don't even know what was said. Why did Elk1 get timed out? Mod abuse? Damn. Shake my head, my head? Well, I don't know what's happening. Sounds like a civil war in chat. He removed my message? Nobody said mod abuse. Oh, okay. Do you see, Chozo, what chat has resorted to without you here as head moderator? Do you see what's happening? We need Chozo's order. It's about time we had a mod that's tough on crime. Damn. Alright, let's see how this sounds like now. Wow, that is so different. So that almost perfectly isolates now the PCB and plate. Okay, wow, that is insanely different. Oh my, do you guys see this? Holy movement. This is, okay, this might be one of the 3 keyboards I've ever tried, one of 3 or 4, that have so much movement that I even just lightly tapping on it, I can literally feel it going up and down. That is like one of the first. You can feel the vibration. And it still sounds good. That sounds really good. Some of the keys still have that resonance that we liked in the first. Wow. Wow. I mean, there's no flex cuts at all. It's just the mounting style here. Damn. This feels, I mean, it sounds really good. This is a unique feeling. This is incredibly unique feeling. You know, it's weird. I think the top mount was fun and it was done pretty good. I almost feel like this supersedes what the top mount is. This mount, I think, was done and handled very well within this keyboard. I almost feel like if you buy this keyboard, you're better off just using this mount because it is crazy good. This feels incredibly nice. It's like the Corsa, but I will say it feels more well done than the Corsa. I'm happy it's good. Diego was missing the PC suspender bits. Oh shit, that sucks. It sounds a little boring. Really, I think this sounds really nice overall. You know what's weird? And this is not me just pumping this project up right now. Even from a selfish aspect, I'm gonna talk about something that I did, which is the granite switches. I think this is like one of the best keyboards to showcase these switches. Like they sound super full and like lively within this keyboard. It's really nice in this board. Bottom mount with a super clacky switch would sing. I think if you go clackier, this would be even crazier. So this is the best I've liked granites, to be honest. Yeah, I built a lot of boards with granites now, but damn. I would assume, okay, my prediction, which I don't have time to do this today, unfortunately. I didn't even know we'd be running this long. If we were to use, I don't think I'd want to use the FR4s. I think the aluminum would just be stiffer. I actually don't think this would change the sound profile too much. I really don't. I think it would just be a slight bit stiffer. I actually think the spacebar has a really nice fullness to it. If I'm being real, I think the fullness on the spacebar kind of hits. Hold on, I want to... I have to also show you guys the cap Midas, right? Yeah, these are a bit... Here, let me show you guys this. I don't think these are going to be as springy as you'd think. They're still stiff as fuck. I don't think this is going to be as springy as you might think. And maybe my worry with this, and if it's okay to showcase this, which I think it is, because I think it's important to look at. My worry with these is if you put too much pressure on the board. So my worry is this is going to happen. And then it stays like that. That's my worry with this. And I almost say, like, this is already bent. Yeah. So I worry that that's going to happen. And then it doesn't bounce back up. I almost feel like the PC ones and the FR4 ones, unfortunately, I don't really like FR4, but I almost feel like these might be not the best of choices. Because again, if you put a little bit too much pressure in one point, you might bend these and it could make the whole keyboard sit funny. So I would just be careful if this does end up shipping with aluminum ones, just be careful with them, that's all. All right, let me go find Cat Midas to show you guys because I did promise. I just don't remember where I put it. Is it here somewhere? I'm gonna move my drink so I don't spill things. Cat Midas, Cat Midas, Cat Midas. Oh, there it is. It's with my PBT stuff. Get out of here. Poor aluminum bottom pad. Just an observation. I just worry that it might do that. Cash, thank you so much for
That's
the
a long
21 months. Thank you, dude. All right, this will be the last thing we really do today. But this is how the gold looks on the keycaps here. For the person who, I can't remember who asked, but whatever. The thumbprint. This is Cap Midas. Someone had asked to see it, so. Okay, overall, for the ETAR87, Bloody, I'm speaking to you directly. I think you nailed it with this board. Like I said, I think perhaps really stress test these aluminum ones if you have them with you. Really stress test them, see if there's room for failure there. Obviously, I haven't installed it, so I'm just making an observation. It could have room for failure. Love the bottom mount. You did absolutely... Oh, the aluminum FR4 just beta. Okay. Absolutely nailed the board, bro. You absolutely nailed this. Great board. Great project. Love the way it looks. Pretty unique feeling keyboard. Pretty unique. Really like it. The only other thing I would suggest is if you're going to go with the PC ones, which it looks like the PC ones probably are the best fit for this board, you have like a countersunk screw, so match it with, you know, have like a little V shape basically that goes in those PC ones. I wouldn't change anything else. I think the board is absolutely fantastic the way it is. For some future insight, maybe those alignment points could be silicone opposed to metal. Although it doesn't really matter. I think the board sounds phenomenal as is right now. I wouldn't, visually, I like everything about it. I wouldn't change anything. I think you did an excellent job here, bro. Excellent job. So please make it a 60. I would like to see you expand this particular mounting style into other things. I think you did a really good job with this. Love the way the board looks. Love the way it feels. I think that's one of the biggest selling points I can say on this, other than unique layout. You don't see this layout every day. Love the way this feels. Pretty unique typing experience on this. So, this is PP on this build. And I think the price, in case you guys missed that as well, the price being $365, what did we say for the hot swap unit, or $355 for solder? Insane. I think that's great. $355 for this project is really nice. Again, considering, and I know some people might be like, well, why is this $355? It's rather simple. I don't think this is going to run at a high MOQ, which I think they're already suggesting they might do like a 100 MOQ. Even if it's at 150, I think $355 still makes sense. I think that's a very fair price point, especially with the cost of things nowadays. So MOQ is going to be a big factor, like Adam just said, for sure. But very nice. CAD pricing, I don't know, it'd be $355 American, so I would just multiply it by like 1.33 right now? Whatever the ridiculous, terrible conversion rate that we have is. But a very, very cool project. Love it, dude. Always cries in CAD. Yeah, plus there might be tariffs importing it as well, so I don't know. All right, though, guys. Fun stream. Fun stream. I'm going to clean up a little bit. Adam, I will message you after this. I don't know if I can now, just I have to take care of one other thing since I ran a little late here. Perhaps we can do it tomorrow since I stream earlier tomorrow, Adam. We'll have more time tomorrow night if you're free. But thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Bloody Easy, for letting us take a look at this board. Let's go find someone to raid here. Let's see who is on. Marcia's live? Perfect. Let's go raid Marcia. Let's go see what she's doing. Bye, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing the Miku, the Hatsune Miku stuff. Raid Adam. Not gonna lie, I think tomorrow night I'm only be free at like 10:30. I'll be up. I'll be up at 10:30, Adam. Bye, Legend. Bye, everybody. See you guys. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.